Hello, my name is Christina and I'm going to speak about the Republic of Uganda. To begin, I will present the points in which the work is divided, where first I will present the basic information from Uganda. Then I will tell a brief history of the country that will help us to know how its culture has developed. And finally, we will analyze the most important points that define the culture of the country, such as the language, the religion, the customs, the clothing, and the gastronomy. What do we know about Uganda? Uganda, officially the Republic of Uganda, is a sovereign country located in East Africa. The country borders Kenya to the east, South Sudan to the north, the Democratic Republic of the Congo to the west, and Rwanda and Tanzania to the southwest. Uganda is in the Great Lakes regions of Africa. The southern part of the country includes a substantial part of Lake Victoria, shared with Kenya and Tanzania. Uganda is also within the Nile Basin and has a varied but generally equatorial climate. It has a population of more than 42 million inhabitants, of which 8.5 million live in the metropolitan area of the capital and largest city, Kampala. The national flag of Uganda was adopted in 1962. It consists of 6 alternating horizontal stripes of black, yellow, and red, with a central white disc that it is green. Its form of government is a presidential republic and its territory is made by 111 districts. The current president of Uganda is Yoweri Museveni, who came to the power in 1986 after a 6-year civil war. Following constitutional amendments and removed presidential term limits, Museveni was re-elected president in our general elections in 2011, 2016, and 2021 as a part of the national resistance movement. The history of Uganda. Little is known about the history of the region until the arrival of the first non-Africans, although humans are known to have lived in the area since at least the first millennium before Christ. When the Arabs and Europeans arrived in the 19th century, they found a number of kingdoms in the area, supposedly founded in the 16th century. The largest and most important of these kingdoms was Uganda, which exists today as a part of Uganda. When the Fornaces left the country of Gambia, they wanted to conquer Uganda in 1698. It was the first time they entered in his country, and apparently they stayed a long time. The area was placed under a charter of the Imperial British East Africa Company in 1888 and was ruled as a protectorate by the United Kingdom from 1894 until it was granted independence in 1962. In 1966, the Prime Minister Milton Obote had overthrown the constitution and declared himself president, ushering in an era of caps and under-caps that would last until the 80s. In 1971, Idi Amin took power, ruling the country with the military for a decade. His government claimed the life of 300,000 Ugandans and wiped out Uganda industries business minority, decimating the economy. His reign ended in 1979, thanks to the invasion by Tanzania, aided by Uganda exiles. The situation did not improve much with the return of Milton Obote, who has deposed once more in 1985. The current president, Yoweri Museveni, re-elected in 2006, has been in the power since 1986, and is generally seen as a part of a generation of African leaders. Relative stability has been brought to the country, except for the north, which continues to fight a rebellion society. In 1987, a conflict broke out between the government and the Lord Resistance Army, which has claimed the life of more than 12,000 people. Given the serious situation, the government requests the International Criminal Court to intervene to investigate the serious crimes against the international humanitarian law. In October 2005, The arrest, the warrants were issued against the leaders of the Lord Resistance Army. The culture of Uganda is ethnologically diverse with a range of 4 ethnic groups based on their language including Bantu, East Nikoli, West Nikoli, and minority populations of Central Sudan. Uganda culture is made up of input from a wide range of ethnic groups. Lake Kyoga marks the northern limit for speakers of the Bantu language, who dominate much of eastern, central, and southern Africa. In Uganda includes the Bangana and many other tribes. In the north live the Lango and Akoli who speak Nikolic language. To the east are the Itenso and Karamon who speak Nikolic language. Some pygmies live isolated in the jungles of western Uganda. Official languages are English and Swahili, although any other language may be used as a medium of instruction in schools or in other educational institutions, or for a legislative, administrative, or judicial purpose, as prescribed by law. Uganda, a language of the central region, is widely spoken in the central and southern regions of the country. The religion in Uganda is predominantly Christian, with a significant Muslim minority, about 12%. In the north and west of the Nile, they are dominated by Catholics. In the Yanga district and in the east of the country, they have the highest percent of Muslims. Freedom of religion is guaranteed by the Uganda Constitution, but religions are expected to be registered with the government, and some religions considered culture are restricted by the government. The Catholic Church, the Church of Uganda, the Orthodox Church, and the Supreme Muslim Council of Uganda are registered under the Incorporation War Act, and many other religious groups register each year as bodies non-governmental. Now let's see a little the customs of the country. Shaking hands is the normal way of greeting. Casual clothing is considered appropriate during the day and the evening, and it's customary to tip waiters and taxi drivers at 10%. Etiquette is important at family meals. When the food is ready, all the family members wash their hands and sit on the rugs. Visitors and neighbors who come to visit them are expected to join the family for lunch. A short prayer is usually said before the family begins to eat. During the meal, children speak only when someone asks a question. It is considered rude to leave the room while others are eating. Leaning on your left hand or stretching your legs as a meal is a sign of disrespect. When the meal is over, everyone in turn compliments the mother. See the clothing in this country. Men in Uganda wear a kanzu, which is a white or cream-colored robe that reaches down to the ground. We refer to them as robes. The women wear a dress called gomesi with a sash tied around the waist. They come from the west and cover the waist with a long cloth called suka. Southwestern women wear long, flowing skirts and ties to match their shoulders. They also wear full-length flowing dresses, called busuti, introduced by the missionaries in the 19th century. About the gastronomy, its cuisine is influenced by English, Arabic, and Asian flavors. Most of their food are starch-based, with bean or meat sauce for flavors. The richest part of Uganda enjoys various courses. Their starch is cornmeal or matoke, boiled or mashed greens, bananas. In the north, they use pearl millet. Ugali, cornmeal, is mixed with water or oatmeal porridge for children's breakfast. Cassava, yams, and African sweet potatoes are also added to their diet. The richest Ugandans enjoy rice and Irish potatoes. Soy is also eaten here, usually for breakfast, and chapati, which you may be familiar with, an Asian flatbread. It is also used to spread out meals with various fillings in it. As for protein, they eat chicken, fish, beef, goat, and lamb. But in rural areas, would have to be in celebration of some kind before sacrificing an animal for the table, as they do not eat meat every day. If we speak about the typical dishes, we should mention the posho, that is usually made from corn, but also from other starches. Regional names include naan. Uganda expats make posho with cornmeal, masa flour, or semolina. Peanuts are vital staples, and peanut sauce is probably the most widely consumed. They are eaten alone or mixed with smoked fish, smoked meat, or mushrooms, and they can also be mixed with vegetables such as ranch. Sim or sesame is a staple, particularly in the north. Toasted sesame paste is mixed into a bean or vegetable stew and served with a washness. Although sesame paste can also be served as a condiment, a candy is made with sesame seed roasted with sugar or honey. The matuk is boiled or steamed cooked for served with a sauce made from peanuts, beans, fresh fish or milk. The luwombo is a traditional Uganda dish in which a stew of chicken, beef, mushrooms, or fish is steamed in banana leaf. Malewa is a traditional Eastern Uganda dish, concretely in Bugisu, made from bamboo shoots. Kikomando is a chapati that is cut into pieces and served with fried beans. About the sweets and the desserts, the fresh fruit are common dessert, and the simsim is so popular. They are sugar and sesame seeds. Fruits like bananas or pineapples are plentiful and commonly consumed, whether cooked in food or eaten alone as a snack or dessert. And if we speak about the typical drinks, the tea, chai, or the coffee kawa are popular beverages and important cash crops. They can be served English style or with spice, chai masala. Coca-Cola, Pepsi, and Fanta have made advances in Uganda market, and soft drinks have become very popular. It should be noted that Nile beers are the most popular drink in all Uganda. Pomp and Lubisi are general keywords for locally fermented beers, usually banana or meat. Fermented banana wine is also prepared and consumed. El tonto is a traditional fermented drink made from bananas. Waragwi is a generic term of distilled spirits, and this also varies. See, for example, Uganda Warabi, a random name for light or yellow gin. And as a curiosity, Uganda is known as the Pearl of Africa thanks to the contribution of Winston Churchill, who defines it this way in his book My African Journey, published in 1908. And that's all. Thanks for watching, and I hope you like it.